Welcome to this week outlook, and it's a overall bias, and also I will give some of my swing ideas. I might do another stream where I go in detail about swing and weekly analysis, but let's go. Yeah, and don't forget to participate. I will be announcing the winners next week. The biggest gave $100,000 into two accounts with collaboration with the Blue Guardian. Just go to my Instagram profile, this one, and then comment on this video. Video has been pinned, okay, and also you can find the rules in this video as well. So I will be announcing the winners. It will be $50,000 in the two accounts, and the very important thing is the giveaway accounts will be futures. So make sure you create futures account with my link only. Whoever creates with my link is only eligible. And if, in future, if you find some issues while perform whatever, if you create using my link, I can always get back to you because you created my link and I have in contact of these guys. Okay, this is very important. And that's far as of the Blue Guardian. You can also see the bottom of the screen somewhere there. Now, as per the Bitcoin, I still remember we were around here, right? In here, I believe, yes, March, April of this week. I was already posting on Discord. We are like hitting to 125 to 126. There are multiple confluences. There are Fibonacci confluence. There are statistical analysis confluence. There are like 3 to 4 stacked confluence. So I was ready for the potential short there. Obviously, I did long swing long from 19k somewhere here. 19k, yeah, 19k. The thing was, I was actually, you can see in my old Discord and all, I was anticipating this imbalance to test and this order block overall around 9 to 12k. We just front ran there. This I stacked up a lots of spot here, $100,000, but this didn't get triggered at all. But as soon as we saw the structural break here, I longed from 19k. This was the pullback. This is the order block. Order block with the fair value gap is always high probable. We have a swing failure pattern. This is like, you can't get better confluence. And this was my swing long, and our first take profit level was this level. This was a very key resistance. I was planning a potential swing shot if we were to test and head lower, because I still remember exactly. I think this was the whole range point of control or something like that. Let me just check once again, right? See, this was the point of control, more like the 42k area, I believe. Yeah, 42k area with this order block and the point of control high volume node. We tested and just had a pullback, and we started closing the body bullish even on the daily chart. I mean the monthly 80 movement. That was the sign we're definitely hitting towards all-time highs, and then that's where I started counting this as a wave 1, 2 correction, 3, 4, 5, and obviously we hit it and we're seeing the massive pullback. This is also been called out and shorted multiple times in my Discord, even on the public Instagram. I believe I was in Dubai. I took a short at 122 to 124. I was able to get around 124 on the KuCoin exchange, and remaining is Binance and Bybit, and it's still meeting, and I won't close short at all. I have taken profits at this level, which is just the key swing low, and also another profit around 60k. It was like a psychological level. There is an order block, and also my spot started getting triggered. So I will be accumulating for the spot, looking for another at least 10x. Listen this very carefully. At least 10x for next all-time highs, breaking this potentially towards 150, 200. Of course, this will take like a long time, but people always ignore this. I called out the same thing when I shorted on 61k at 2021. Nobody believed that we are coming there, and then I started calling for the 13k long. We just fan run by 1k, but I again called out for the potential all-time highs, but it's so far ahead. People just ignore and miss the biggest opportunity, and then they start buying here. Oh, we are going moon. We are going 200k, 500k, 1 million. Come on, this is not how the market works. But nonetheless, my orders were one spot order triggered. Yeah, this was my spot order. This previous low was one of my spot order, I put around 20% of few USDT. It was around 25, 26 USDT, and major of them I stacked here. Okay, and at least 60% I stacked here. And even if we lose this, I'm watching around this zone, so I have a 30% spot here. So overall, it's lots of money nonetheless. That's how swing trade works, and you just have to be patient and wait. But also swing trades makes a lots of. And look at this movement here. Combining these three exchanges, leaving my main Binance, it's 300k plus profit. I don't want to even add a main exchange one, because you know guys, I stay in India. Comment is pretty crazy here, but nonetheless, none of this is financial advice, of course. I'm nobody, okay? Somebody will flag, and yeah, people are always suggest and whatnot. I'm trying to provide as much as value so you can escape this brain rot and regular system of 9 to 5. But this is the monthly chart, and on the monthly chart, see, this was also the short I posted, right? If I were to go to my Instagram, weekly analysis, weekly trading plan, I think this one, right? Yeah, see, this long I called out, I also wrote it will come to you on December 18th. It came exactly on December 18th, and we tested this imbalance, and then boom, downwards. That's exactly what happened here. Okay, so this is why this is a short. This is what, after sweeping, right, after swing failure pattern this high, this is the strongest sign of reversal. We did the same pattern here where we swing failure pattern. We took the liquidity, closed the body below, where with the internal range liquidity, which is this imbalance. This is known as the imbalance in price. You can also call it the fair value gap. We tested imbalance to the dollar exactly around the equilibrium, which is 0.5%, and then we fell down. We could have targeted the external range liquidity, this one, 81, as a take profit level 1, and then obviously this order block as this low would have been take profit level 2. Since it's a weekly chart, your entry would have been on the 4 hour if you are trading swing, and if you are skillful and confident, you can even go down the time frame even for swings. That's what I do. Okay, so yeah, this, right? See, this is the 4 hour chart. We tested it, and the test was Wednesday, and I love Wednesday and Thursdays on the Bitcoin. And this is the our inverse. The imbalance got flipped into resistance. We took the balance support, and then eventually flipped here on this zone, and then we retested it, and this displacement candle is lovely. This becomes our new order block on the 4 hour chart, right? And we retested it and then head lower. This would have been another swing opportunity for you guys. I added a little bit around this zone here. I wasn't worried about the accuracy at all. My entry zone anyway is much higher, so I just added to the equation, and then boom, we all feel that imbalance, right? So that's for the 4 hour chart, how to take an entry. So as per now, we put another monthly imbalance here, but we have to close this month. Okay, if this month closes, this will be our monthly imbalance. So this is not validated, and there's also weekly imbalance, I believe. Yeah, the weekly imbalance, this is valid because the weekly has closed. So our obviously next I goes on to previous week. Why didn't I mark it? Wait a second. Yeah, previous week high. This is our previous week high. So this is where the first resistance comes. This is where you can look for short again based on the lower time frame entry model TCP. What is triggered? It is liquidity sweep. Confirmation will be body close below inverse or the newly created order block, and the P is nothing but the participation. And this would be your entry. This will be potential resistance where you can take a potential entry. This is marked at 79,360, and there is also CME around 82. So look out for that. If you have to fill CME which gets filled often, this is nothing but Chicago exchange, it gets filled very often. So 82 overall, this imbalance zone you have to look for. And then if we do get through this imbalance, there's a key weekly negative point of control at 87,805, which could provide a great resistance as well. Okay. And as for the volume, fixed range volume profile, yeah, around that weekly negative point of control, there is a point of control as well. So 87 to 89 would be key resistance. Our first resistance coming at 80 to 82. Okay. So as per the bullishness, I would go at the daily chart, and my bias would flip into potential bullishness to take all this liquidity only if you get this point of control, above this point of control, or even flip any of the fair value gap here. These are the series of down close candles, and there is also fair value gap here. We have to cleanly get above with the displacement for me to flip completely, change my plans eventually. So that's what trading is about. We are ready for everything, okay? Even though I'm looking for the spot orders to be triggered, anything could happen. You could still head to the all-time highs even from here. But the probability of that's happening is very low. It's as simple as that. I'm still bearish, okay? So we play the probability game. So this is a weekly analysis. We have 4 weeks in a month. That makes how many weeks in a year? 36 weeks, whatever. I know for a fact with the amount of backtesting I have done, I will be right at least 30 weeks. That's more than enough to make money. You don't even have to be right 30 weeks. You could be right even 10 weeks. Still, you could make money because of the risk management. We profit higher and we risk lower. Okay, if we risk 1%, we in swings I target crazy RR, but in at least in intraday you can always target 1, 2, 3 R. Okay, and yeah, I'm pretty much bearish at the Bitcoin, and this could be some semantic going on which I'm watching. Okay, let me just disable everything else. Also disable my spot, and it just turn on my plan. Okay, this, if we do get reject here, if I do get the evidence, that means the probability is happening will be high. I had a same schematic here, goes around 125k and then comes back. That's exactly happened actually. I forwarded to some of my old students in my WhatsApp. They're still stunned by that, but this could be some schematic. But this bottom, okay, watch out for around August, September, October, eventually the end of the year. And then this is my preferred plan. If this doesn't happen, if it is just some stupid like this, who cares, okay? We analyze again, and but this is my preferred. This is looking good, being completely honest. And yeah, that's for the long term one of the plan. This is a bullish plan, obviously. Bottom around here, and the worst case scenario is bottom will be around 30k. I don't think so that would happen, but you never know. We shall see. And as for the bullishness, I need to see this imbalance getting reclaimed, get up over here, okay? Or else there's no point to shout all-time highs, guys. This is the exact data that I have been repeating. Watch all of my YouTube videos. So there's a key point of control at 89. Why be bullish, right? It doesn't really make sense. What about this range? This entire range. See? We even left the value area low. This will be our first resistance. Again, 82, where there's CME gap, where there is weekly imbalance, right? So yeah, once we clearly start regaining all these levels, yeah, then you can flip your bias. Until unless I'm sticking to my plans, which has been produced hundreds of thousands of dollars in profits, and that's the Bitcoin plan. I can do a little bit deeper analysis possible, but I would keep it for members, I guess. And DXY, what's going on? DXY 6 months, 12 months. This is a yearly chart for the DXY. I can clearly say we are taking support from the yearly. We are swing failure pattern the previous candle as well, which is good to see. But the thing is, the year has just started. This is just January, February, right? The year hasn't completed to be for sure swing failure pattern. If it was a for sure swing failure pattern testing this order block, then I would have been ultra bullish. But this is more like 50-50. There are bullish signs. I'm slightly leaning little bullish only this week, but this is what can only trade what we get. Again, also we are doing similar thing here on a monthly chart. Okay, if you have a monthly high and low here, watch out for the liquidity sweeps here and here. Okay, this I'm not expecting it, but let's go to weekly. For now, I'm slightly bullish. Okay, and as per the weekly chart, we have a previous week low here, and we also have a daily imbalance here. Okay, so we could potentially come and sweep this and then head higher. And if you look at closely at the weekly chart, we have weekly imbalance, we have weekly breaker block, right? So up until then, at least I will be bullish. Retracement, take the liquidity, and then potentially higher or higher. What this means for the other forex space, you know, guys, the forex space usually move that opposite. So do that. And I'm slightly bullish. The picture is not exactly clear, but I'm slightly bullish for the DXY. And as for the euro on the higher time frame, if you look at it, see, we're still on the potential downtrend, but we are breaking some structures here. But we reached this extreme fair value gap or imbalance and also order block area, and we have seen the significant pullback. So for euro as well, I need to see enough bullish signs to be ultra bull. But as per the weekly chart, fixed range value profile, yeah, we had also took the support from the whole range value area high, which is good to see for potential bullishness. But as per the weekly, we did caught some value imbalance and support from the weekly chart, and there was also an breaker, right? Even on the daily there was an imbalance breaker, and we took some support. And a good bullishness is whenever there is a liquid sweep, it's a high, probably we're hitting higher to next drawn liquidity, which is internal range liquidity. First one comes this and then this, right? But the thing is, this happened on the Friday. Whenever we sweep the previous liquidity on Friday, the probability is not like very good. There is a chances we might visit again and go back or just head back. Okay, so that's the only thing. Else, yeah, I'm looking for next target here and then potential leg down. Okay, and that's for the euro. Let me go to 4-hour chart. Yeah, some complex they are not coming away. And let me just we're at least above the point of control, which is good. Likely to be hitting this next down liquidity. And XAU USD, let me go to 3 months chart actually. The one thing I didn't mention about BTC is watch out for next week. There's some key times around February 11th, 14th, and towards the end, towards 18th, 19th, especially 14th, where there's some movement, injection is there. Okay, so watch out for that. Same with the XAU. And on the monthly chart, it's ultra bull. And on the weekly chart, we had this big, this where we fell from literally the level I shared on the Discord and also in public. I shared about September, I believe. September, May, June, July, September here. I shared this level in September, October time. This will be my target. Okay, you could have got all this move. I think I mentioned I didn't expect it to be this quick. Everything else was spot on. And he hit my level and then coming back. Right. And on the weekly chart, we had a major correction, which is much needed, to be honest. We had a major correction of almost 22%. And where did we got support? There is no surprise. lost the outflows candle which took the previous liquidity and also caused the break of structure to the high. This order block. Okay. And the another major sign which is good for bulls, we did not only took the support, we had again swing failure pattern. Okay. We had a swing failure pattern of this, okay, at least this candle high, right? We had a swing failure pattern, wick below, tag the point of interest, close the body above. This is always bullishness, guys. This works like crazy, okay? Especially for swing trades. But that's for the weekly. And if I were to, obviously this week high would be our next round liquidity, and also this week 0.5. Also we could head towards say 0.5, and also this week high. So I'm slightly bullish on the gold. Say on the daily chart, weekly chart. So even from the dump, if I were to go to the daily chart, there's a couple of, let me delete one. Yeah. So from the dump, I measure the value. There is a point of control. So while we are here, our objective will be get above the point of control for the bullishness. We did that, and this is the sign we are definitely testing the value very high, and that's what exactly happening, right? We are testing it, and it will be our next round liquidity. And on the 4-hour chart, there is an unmitigated fair value gap here. Thus, this could be also our next round liquidity. So I am bullish towards gold as per potential opportunities concerns. There is an order block in the point of control confidence zone here, and it is stacked with volume confidence. Actually, if I were to turn on the PVP, PVP. So this is a PVP indicator. It's basically my periodic volume profile. Based on the period, weekly, monthly, it will measure the value. Okay. So there is let me disable the. So there is a monthly NPOC. This is not a monthly NPOC because the month hasn't over yet. And surprise, where did we got support? We didn't all had the weekly order block. We also had a confluence of MNPOC, and no, there's no surprise. It just bounced like. Show me the chart. I will tell you the news. There is a famous saying that what exactly happening, and also weekly. There is around 4930 level. There's a couple of stacked order blocks, and then also range point of control from the downtrend. That could provide some potential opportunities for next round liquidity if we do get there. This will be next round. So I'm bullish on the XAU, and that's all for the video. And make sure you participate in the $50,000 into 2. This will be futures account, so if you are into scalping, this will be good. If you are doing intense intraday scalp, this will be really good. CFD always sucks for scalpings. CFD is good in many aspects, but scalping, they have some stupid rules like 5-minute hold the trade for 5 minutes and shit like that. And also with Blue Guardian, you can get the payout within 24 hours. And make sure you follow Blue Guardian Futures and create the account using this, okay? And then comment on this video. Comment on this video. I will pick the winners on this weekend, okay, on the YouTube only. And that's it, guys. So everything is looking good. Happy trading, and 2025 been really good. Actually, I made more money than ever in 2025. That's not from profit, that's just pure swing trades. It's like crazy money. Even if I had hypothetically max allocation with all the profits there, I couldn't have this much potential profit, because that's the power of swing trades. That's just facts. And and this is February again. I will be definitely starting live trading, passing evaluation, doing profit trading live, etc. on YouTube. That's it. Make sure you subscribe. If I get the 3,000 subscribers, I might do another giveaway. So yeah, so see you soon in the next video.